Hello, everybody. This is White Wolf, the Oracle of Loveline Wisdom, and I just wanted to talk about resting within the silence, within what you hear as that small whisper, as that guidance mechanism, as you are able to rest and ease within yourself and into your spiritual lifestyle, and just allowing yourself to become who you are and not being afraid of any storms, of any challenges, of anything that comes against you at any given moment in time. So resting within yourself is giving yourself that motivation to ease into peace, to ease into bliss, to ease into that sensation, those endorphins, that manifestation of the I am being made manifest within your present awareness, allowing you to just pop into that cosmic bubble. To allow yourself to tap into that cosmic bubble allows you to tap into who you are. It allows you to tap in and not be afraid of any noises that are going around, and to not be afraid of the storms, and to not be afraid of what might be lacking in your life, what might be disturbing you in your life, what might be triggering you in your life, and you realize that for a brief second, I can take this ammunition to ignite a new remission and heal and be revitalized and be energized again and be empowered again. No matter how many lows, no matter how many highs you have, it feels like you're going through peaks and valleys, but you're actually turning mountains into molehills. So we have to understand that whenever we have that moment that we can absolutely rest in the silence of the Oracle of Loveline Wisdom, to be a one infinite creation, to be a cosmic generator, to be it's a way that you can flip a switch. You can switch your energy to another vibration, to another thought, to another perspective, to another reality altogether, to another manifestation, to another version of yourself. So now that you can understand that you're tapping into a multiplicity, you're allowing yourself to be the multiplicity activation within yourself. So now that you have this within your tool belt, your spiritual arsenal, you can finally understand that you are multiplying and dividing and subtracting and adding and making different causes for different effects. And as this is all culminating together, and as it's encapsulating itself, what it's doing is that it's giving you a preferred, a direct line to God Source Energy. It's giving you that one phone call. It's giving you that one particular message that you need to hear, that one song you hear, that one time where you absolutely just rest in the silence of who you are. When you rest within that silence, you see that there is so much bliss there, there's so much magic there, that there's so many things that you can do in that state of consciousness, in that dreamscape of consciousness, that you're able to transverse energies. You're able to be in another total galaxy. You could be off planet teaching somewhere. You could be totally somewhere else, totally in a different state of mind, body, and spirit. Now we can take from all that wisdom from our guides, our higher self, and those realities and those galaxies and those aspects, and we can implement it right here in the present. We can put it right here in the present moment. So when we're able to put it right there in the present moment, ever present, ever knowing, ever loving, ever all-encompassing, it is a migrating manifestation of abundance. Why is it migrating? Because it's getting away from the north and it's going to the south. But the direction is based upon ourselves. Resting in the silence is our choice. When we have that choice that we can rest in that silence at any given time, at any given moment, in any type of way, it means that we can perfect the timeline whenever it is needed. So as we're able to perfect the timeline whenever it is needed, you realize that wherever we are in doubt or in question or feel like everything is just changing so rapidly, the wind is picking up, it's raining down on me, there's so much weight on my shoulders, it feels like a 10,000 pound boulder. You just have to brush it off. You have to see that all of that weight that we put on ourselves is us not willing to rest within that silence, to get that guidance, to get that solid recognition, to get that resilienceness back, to get that direct line, streamline to the Creator. And we allow ourselves to not only become a God, but we're aligned with the source of all things. And then when the source of all things is in alignment with us, in alignment with Him, then it becomes one, becomes harmonious. So whenever it is becoming harmonious within yourself, you realize that every time you make that choice to rest in the silence, to rest in who you are, to live at a place of rest, peace, resiliency, resonance, when you choose to do this, even throughout the day, and also that meditation time is a time of silence even though you're listening to something, because you're moving at the speed of sound, you're moving at the speed of light, and you're a voice for the lost and the found. You are becoming what I would call a fountain of youth. So now that you're that fountain of youth, that fountain of pure oils that are being poured on top of other oils, and you realize that no matter what, no matter how, no matter if you're short or you're small, no matter how you look, no matter what your situation is, you can feel that intense bliss right here, right now, and give yourself to it. Allow yourself to sink into it, to dip yourself into it, to allow yourself to become it. So when you allow yourself to become, and you allow for the allowance of it, and the generation of it, and the individuated process of it, then you are it. There is no ifs, ands, or asses about it. You particularly know, like when you get signs from nature, when you say something, it's like a mic drop, or it's a subtle recognition that whatever I'm saying is truthful in its nature, or it is just something that you do say, and it feels as if like, wow, that speaks to me. That feels like it's the most aligned thing. That feels like it's the most aligned perception. It feels like it's the right course of action. It feels like it's a decision I'm supposed to make. And when you allow yourself to follow that to a T, you allow yourself to follow your guidance, your journey, your resonance, and everything about you that makes you, and then you're persistent in your transformation. So when we realize that we are the transformative migration, manifestation, awareness that is aware of the recognition of it being created, of being made, of it becoming one with itself, of it wanting to learn from itself and learn from its experiences and learn from how to go about life, to go about everything, to go about your meditations and how to make them more permeated, more pure, more full of light, full of resonance, full of truth and the embodiment of Christ consciousness, then you let yourself become that which you want to become. Energy is always created, energy never dies, and energy always goes to the next co-creation with what it needs to create and what it needs to lead and what it needs to love and to nurture and to conjoin and to bring together and to make it into a nice, smooth, direct, aligned path. So that was my message, and I wanted to do a meditation as well, because I wanted you to just get this subtle recognition how you can rest in your awareness and rest in yourself. So whatever you have to do, you can lay down, you can focus on an object, and then all you do, and with a deep breath, you dip into yourself. You dip into creation. You allow yourself to become the wholeness once again. You allow yourself to love again. And you allow yourself to become the creation that you want to become. And you allow those endorphins and those sensations and those high vibratory feelings to come through you, to become you, to love you, to accept you for who you are. And then you start to be the cosmic disclosure of cosmic abundance. And then the overwhelming abundance will not become so overwhelming and won't become so enticing anymore, but it will become a subtle recognition that, wow, I can have whatever I want. And if I just truly believe in the desire and the love of the Oracle of Bloodline Wisdom, that I can have everything that I desire, everything that I crave, everything that I want to become and want to be and want to see and want to dream and want to love again and laugh again and be again and see again, and loving it to the very end, loving it to a T, loving it so much that it has no other choice but to love itself. And when you give yourself to God, when you give yourself to Source, when you give everything to that Source that created you, you'll see that it becomes repetition. It becomes easy. It becomes like falling rain, as it is right now. Take another deep breath. And just ease. Relax, redirect your tensions, your frustrations. Allow them to walk out of the door. Allow them to not be a substitute servant. Don't allow them to be whatever you think they are. But who do you want to be the best of? How do you want to be the best? How do you want to dedicate yourself to this manifested life of glory, love, empowerment, and manifestation? And just smile. Feel good about the present moment. Feel good about life. And the amount that you feel good about your thoughts, to feel good about your vibration, to feel good about yourself, and to feel good about where you are at, you will always feel the next push, the next thing. But you can't do that lingering within the past and the future. You have to stay present. As everything gets heightened and everything gets alive and everything just seems to electrify every moment, because you are that electromagnetic kinetic source energy. that created everything inside of one thing, inside of no thing. And you are that sphere of light. And it doesn't matter if you hear the cars going by or the rain coming down, you ignore the roars of this third dimension. Because you don't want that in your life. You don't want the strife. You don't want the difficultness. And it becomes a sonic boom. It becomes what you created to be. So allow it to be free-flowing. Allow yourself to give. Allow yourself to be free, to be conscious, and to be kind, compassionate, and grand. Take another deep breath. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is White Wolf. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you. I hope that you can see that in 7 minutes you can totally change your vibration. You can totally change the way that you feel about life. And you can go about life differently. So thank you guys so much. This is White Wolf. God bless. Namaste. Thank you.